Broadcasting from Manhattan Beach and the World Wide Web, you're listening to CHSR, HealthyLife.net.
As a service to our listeners, this program is for general information and entertainment purposes only. CHSR, HealthyLife.net does not recommend, endorse, or object to the views, products, or topics expressed or discussed by show hosts or their guests. We suggest you always consult with your own personal, medical, financial, or legal advisor.
In all things in beauty. Welcome to RadioAMB, designed for those who want to live a long and vibrant life. I'm your host, Patty Smucker, and someone who's been in the beauty industry for over 30 years. RadioAMB, which stands for American Made Beauty, is designed to tell the secrets behind the making of health and beauty products. Our program sponsor today is Free Your Mane. That's Free Your Mane, spelled M-A-N-E. You can find them online, and you can also find them in Anthropologie stores. Today will be the first of a three-part interview with one of the most influential companies in the beauty and health industries. Today we'll meet CEO Brenda Elliott of Universal Companies and learn the history behind the undisputed authority and single-source supplier for over 38,000 spas in North America and the Caribbean. During our segment that we call In the Jar, we'll talk with Brenda about their current philosophy and the unique approach to selecting brands and how Universal Company influences the consumer spa experiences. In our third segment that we call Beauty That's Sold Deep, we'll hear about how Universal Companies give back. We'll talk about the community they've grown up in for over 30 years and their charitable giving activity. And finally today we'll wrap up our show with our segment we call Beauty Biz, where we talk to the professional industry, and we're going to talk about the wellness revolution and why and how the spa industry is in a role to really take off in this merging of health, beauty, and wellness. Remember that our program sponsor is Free Your Mane. So let me get started by telling you a little bit about Universal. It's been a distinct honor for me to work more closely with Universal during the last year. But my experience with this company goes back many years, from the time that I stood behind a chair as an esthetician. As mentioned, this is the first in a three-part series with the executives of Universal that we'll bring to you over the next 6 weeks. We've designed this three-part series because there's so much about Universal, who's one of the leading distributors of product and education that's serving the spa market and has been for over 30 years. So our first segment today, my guest is Brenda Elliott, who joined Universal Companies in 2008. And in 2010, she became the Chief Executive Officer of the company. A little background about Brenda. She attended college at University of New Orleans and Louisiana State University and got her MBA at George Mason University. She comes to the Universal Companies with lots of experience in chief executive officer or chief level positions, but primarily in the travel industry. So, Brenda, welcome. I'm delighted to have you with us today.
Great. Thank you, Patty. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, Brenda, your background in travel and leisure, I thought that was really interesting. Tell us how it segued into you getting involved with spa and wellness.
Well, yes, you're right. I came from the travel industry, and we actually have a number of executives here. Hospitality is very closely related to spas because, as you know, especially in the hotel and resort and destination industries, they don't build a hotel or a resort today without a major contribution from a spa. And so in the properties that I worked for and the cruise lines that I worked for, there was always a spa right around the corner, and we always worked with the spas to help with the satisfaction of our guests. And so it was actually very easy to move over from, hotel resorts into the spa arena.
Right.
And I've been with Universal for the past 7 years, and it's really been a great experience for me and for all of the management team here who has come over from the hospitality industry.
So let's lay the foundation, because a lot of our listeners are consumers from not only the United States but across the world. Let's talk a little bit about who Universal is and how Universal got started. Who is Universal today, and how did it get started?
So back in 1982, over 30 years ago, our founder, Miss Marty Mornings, graduated from school and was a very entrepreneurial woman, and decided she wanted to work with her father, who was a local chiropractor. And she started out selling chiropractic equipment and graduated into tanning supplies and all the things that were kind of happening in the 1980s. And then she kind of happened upon aesthetics. And I remember her telling me when I first started, what could be more fun than skincare? Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, she became really passionate about it. And Marty created the first aesthetics catalog, and back in the day, it was about 20 pages that came off a Xerox machine. And she sent it out to a small list of people who had been buying equipment from her, and the reaction was just phenomenal. So she was encouraged, and being very entrepreneurial, she started growing the company. And, I think she had the vision. We all talk about baby boomers, and I think she really had the vision, being a baby boomer herself, that they were going to drive a lot of change during their life. And she got on board, and in the 90s, they really started putting the company together. Around 2008, when I came on board, Marty was ready to step out of the business, and we kind of laugh and say it took 10 people to replace her, as it usually is the case with entrepreneurs. And so since then, we've been building the company for the next, 50 years, next 30 years. And today, Universal is the largest supplier of spas and salons and hotel resorts for just about anything spa. We do products. We do all of the supplies that it takes to run a spa. We do equipment. We also help build spas and anything spa. And now we are moving more into education to help spas educate their team members and their staffs. Our mission is to help spas grow their business. And we do that by helping them find new solutions, new products, new ways that they can stay on top of current trends and grow their businesses, because obviously their success is our success.
Right, absolutely. And when you say, so you get in really at the ground level. You have an entire team of within your group that actually does the designing and build out of equipment and that type of thing as well?
Well, it's really a partnership, because we partner with a lot of spa consultants, and they do a lot of the heavy lifting. Well, let me back up a little bit. Every spa, especially day spas, the owners have a vision of what they want their spa to be like. And obviously there's, thousands of different types of spas, and each owner brings to the spa their unique vision or their unique, treatment protocols. And we work with the owners, and usually the owner will have a spa consultant, though we do some of the design work. But mostly what we'll do is when they have a design or they have an idea, we'll take that and help them make it better and bring it to fruition. And we'll supply the equipment. We'll help them kind of design the waterworks of the spa, the plumbing, the electrical, and then we'll help them furnish the spa.
And so when you're looking at the way that the industry has evolved, and we talk about the spas, is there a real difference between, say, a day spa and a resort spa, and how do those look different?
Well, usually, obviously day spas generally are smaller, and they're more kind of located in the center of a community, where a hotel spa might have either, a vacation traveler or a business traveler So they are very different. For instance, the number of treatment rooms might be different based on, the types of travelers or the type of, local community people that are coming to the spas. And also the types of treatments and the length of treatments. Business travelers usually can't spend as much time in a spa as somebody, who's a local community member going on a Saturday or a Sunday.
Right.
And then, whether the spa is kind of more aesthetics-focused or massage-focused, or whether they have a large retail component, the types, like I said, the types of treatments they do, they can be very different. We also sell to a lot of independent practitioners.
Okay.
And these are people who just work on their own. They might be based in their house. They might be, you see the pictures of the folks in New York City who are walking around with their tables strapped to their back because they go, to people's houses and apartments and condos to deliver services. We have over, 35,000 customers, and every single one of them is somewhat unique in how they deliver this wonderful thing we call spa.
Right. And are you seeing an increase in the number of individual practitioners and mobile spa services that are going on?
We are. It's very much in tune with the economy and what is going on with the labor market. We see, I know in the salon business, it's an increasing trend. We're seeing it as well. And it's important for us to kind of understand kind of the movement of all of our industry employees and staffs, and because of the fact that, we need to cater to each one of them, and as they change, we have to change and kind of stay current.
Right.
But, yeah, we're seeing some trends where people are, it's really kind of interesting. We're seeing an increase in independent practitioners, but we're also seeing new models where spas are actually bringing independent practitioners in to kind of help fill some of their slots.
Right, okay.
So that it's kind of a win-win for both of them.
And you also have a fairly significant footprint in getting in early in the industry with schools. Is that a fairly important focus for you as well?
Yes, we, obviously our schools today and our students today are our practitioners tomorrow. And Marty has always been very passionate about students. And, it's one of the things that Universal and we as a management team are seeing more and more. The number one and two issues with the industry is obviously good, qualified, educated staff people, and then also continuing education for those folks so that the spas can have, the best and the brightest delivering, services. The interesting thing about spas is spas are all about delivering touch and about human interaction, humans interacting with each other, so that the individual and the people are at the heart of the spa.
Right.
So it's very important for spas to have the best and the brightest and the people who are, the most current on trends within the world of spa.
Right. And it's evolving. I mean, as we're learning more about the human body, and brands are developing new technologies and things like that, the way that practitioners are able to deliver services to the consumer is changing. So you become a really important link in this process for that continuing education process.
Right, and both the spa industry and, as you know, from the salon industry, it's very, very fragmented. So, as a distributor, we're an important link in that whole chain because as there are more independent practitioners, as more spas are opening, it's kind of more up to us as a distributor to be a place where they can go to get their, supplies, equipment, products. And, part of our value proposition is that, we pretty much do just-in-time inventory for them because the nature of spas, whether it's an individual person who's responsible for buying their own product or a day spa that doesn't have a lot of room to store things, is they need to be able to get their supplies and products very quickly, and they need to know that, there's going to be supply available. So we offer that as part of our value proposition, so that folks don't have to, a lot of spas don't have the capital to bring on large amount of inventories and products and stuff. So we stock it for them.
And that makes sense. Now, I know that you made a fairly significant leap from the catalog into digital. When did that happen?
About 4 years ago.
Okay.
We launched the website so that spas, our spa directors, our owners, our independent practitioners, even in the hotels and resorts, the purchasing agents, they're very, very busy. And so to have a website where they can, go online and order what they need at any time of the day was really important to them. They call us. We still have a full-service call center, and they call us if they need to talk about something, and we stock it with our employees. Our great employees are either estheticians, massage therapists. We've now brought on some cosmetologists and even some nail technicians. So if they have a question or if they need to talk about their business or if they have some sort of issue, they call us and we talk to them, and we love spending time with them. But if they want to just do a reorder and need to kind of, get right to it, we have the website for them. And then, of course, more and more we're moving into social media to kind of create a sense of community with these people because, again, as I say, it's all about the people in this business.
Right, absolutely. In being able to deliver all of those solutions, I know that the catalog took off really well because the nature of the esthetician and massage therapist, they were behind a door working on clients, so they didn't have that interaction with traditional distributors. So now as you go into that digital world, are you finding that their just-in-time access to your digital environment, is it changing the way that they're interacting with your company as compared to the way they did with just the catalog?
Oh, absolutely. And we've also tried to change the catalog a little bit more in that regards, too. It's all about content, right? And, our number one email as far as open rate is our newsletter.
Okay.
And we're very proud of that because, it's not an advertisement. It's not a solicitation to buy something. It's just good, solid information for them to run their businesses with. And so it always kind of makes me feel good when I see that people are actually coming to us. Kind of, it's not just the source for products and supplies, but also for the source of information on how to run their businesses. And we're constantly, turning up new content to help the spas get the information they need with regards to not only product knowledge, but, just knowledge about consumer trends, what colors, what seasonality, different types of treatments. We have over 300 suppliers and 35,000 customers, and we end up with just tons of information and content, and we like to share it. And so we find different ways to either put it online, put it in the newsletter. About a year and a half ago, we even did a special inspiration catalog that was just full of different treatments, different modalities, a lot of the information we've kind of picked up along the way that we just wanted to put out there for people to use and incorporate into their businesses.
Well, and that really answers the question that I had next, and that's that, with traditional distributors becoming less part of most channels of sales, it sounds like Universal has continued to grow because you've been thinking outside of the box, staying close to your customer, listening to them, and being able to provide this tons of information. It seems like a really daunting task to be able to be the curator of all of that information. What's your secret sauce?
Well, what I always say are long gone are the days where people could just drop their boxes by the warehouse door.
Right.
It's and to me, it's the fun part of the business.
Mm-hmm.
Watching people, take something that, we've created or that we're passing on and incorporate it into their business, and most of the time, because they're the experts, they make it better. And then getting feedback from that. I said that's the fun part of the business. It's not really a secret sauce. It's just kind of incorporating your customer into your daily existence and keeping a pulse on what's important to them as they grow.
Well, and that really is at the heart of it, because a lot of companies haven't made that transition, and then the market was gone, where you've really been able to stay very, very close to them. Do you have regular forums or ways in which you're completing that loop of communication with your customer?
Well, we do. We have an advisory board that meets about 3 or 4 times a year, that from all different aspects of the business, all the different hotel resorts and day spas and medi spas, where not only do they give us feedback, but they end up sharing information with each other about different little tweaks on running business. And so we share all that, and we also do mini catalogs and things like that are full of tips that we've accumulated for the industry to use and share. We're also looking at some more digital ways that we can interact with our customers. More kind of even better than surveys. They now have digital ways of just having interactive community groups, and we're looking into that because I think that could be very powerful.
Great, and this is the important part of this universal story, is being able to be relevant, and how this company is continuing to be a critical resource for delivering spa services and wellness because of some of these various different things that you guys have been doing. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll spend a little bit more time diving into what are some of the things that make Universal unique about the way that they look at brands and look at the education that they're offering to the spa market. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Over here. Here's a secret for a virus-free computer. ESET. They've been a pioneer in the antivirus industry for over 25 years. 25 years of innovative, top-rated antivirus protection. ESET's award-winning security solutions provide a safe online experience for over 100 million home and business computer owners. They are so affordable, fast, and simple to use. So be gone, you blue screen of death. ESET's on my computer. If it's not on yours, visit HealthyLife.net's advertiser page and click on ESET now.
Here's the thing about beauty. It's pretty. At AmericanMadeBeauty.com, we're all about the pretty, making it easy for you to find what makes your beauty shine. We have essentially everything you need, and AmericanMadeBeauty.com celebrates brands that were created right here in the U.S. of A. Imagine everything you need, from the best hair, skin, and nail products to makeup and even the tools, because it's all about pretty at AmericanMadeBeauty.com. We also think you're pretty important, so visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com. Browse, buy, learn. AmericanMadeBeauty.com. We're looking for a few good American beauty manufacturers who want to increase their brand in an exclusive credentialed category. If you're an American company who has conceived, designed, and bottled brands that are all about pretty, then we're pretty sure we're talking about you. And we're pretty sure you should be on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. This beauty website focuses on entrepreneurs and beauty startups as well as established brands. If it's pretty, we want to see it, and we want to sell it on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. To learn how you can be part of AmericanMadeBeauty.com, visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com now.
What does HealthyLife.net and Amazon.com have in common? Well, they're both available on the Internet. They both give great value. But most important, most of our positive program hosts and guests are accomplished authors, and their books are available from, you got it, Amazon.com. Now, it even gets better than that, because when you're listening on air to a HealthyLife.net host or guest, you can go directly to Amazon.com, and you can order your book while you're still listening to your favorite HealthyLife.net program. So when you hear an author you like, go to the homepage of HealthyLife.net and click on Amazon.com.
Where positive people and radio unite. HealthyLife.net.
Welcome back to our segment we call In the Jar, where we talk about the unique ingredients that make a brand stand out. I'm Patty Smucker, and I'm here with Brenda Elliott, CEO of Universal Companies, the one-stop resource for spa and beauty professionals. Brenda, I have a sticker on my refrigerator that says, a brand is a story that keeps telling its it's life, it's story, it's being able to repeat its message over and over again. For a company like Universal that has lasted for over 30 years, we talked a little bit about the philosophy that keeps your brand and story alive. Can you give me just what's the essence of that?
So I would have to say that the thing that keeps Universal going is our value proposition. We've moved more into the digital world, but we haven't lost our three core values of customer service, as I mentioned before, our fulfillment, having products when people need them so that they're not having to stock them in large quantities. And then also the fact that we do carry, a huge variety of different products. When you have 35,000 customers coming from all areas of the salon and spa market, we listen to the things they ask us for, and we have a wider range of products. And we're also multi-channel, so you can get to us a number of ways, either through our call center or on the website or, through one of our salespeople.
So you actually have people that are in the street as well?
Yes. We have several people who are out there visiting spas and who, again, bring the information back to us. And our spas call us every day and say, hey, we're looking for this or we're looking for that. And we have a pretty good-sized product development department that either sources, specific things that they're looking for and needing in the course of their business, or that are out there kind of looking at trends and looking at new offerings in the spa market. And so we'll, bring them in, try them, see if they're, test them out and see if they're ready for prime time. And if they're good, we put them in the catalog, or put them online and take feedback from people about whether they like them or not.
Right. Well, and this is part of what I think our listeners really like about our show is understanding some of the pathways into the industry. So like we talked about in the earlier segment, your story, you came from the travel industry, but there was a fit with the spa industry, and as well as brands. Brands basically come to you because they've created an innovative idea, and your company is a company that would help introduce them to the 35,000 spas that you're dealing with, that's your customers. Tell us a little bit about what do you look for when you're looking at a new brand to offer to your spas?
Oh, yes. Well, it's really an interesting topic because we do get, as you can imagine, a lot of people looking for distribution, and they'll send us their product. And I guess we really look for three things. The first thing we look for is the product, innovative? Is it scalable? Is it, does it have all the features and benefits that are going to make it a success in the spa market? The second thing we look for from either the business or the entrepreneur or whoever is putting forth the product is kind of their business acumen, because what we don't want is a product that is really good, it really works, but there's issues with the supply chain. There's large gaps in when you can get the product. We need kind of consistent delivery of the product because when people want something, they want it now.
Right.
And then the third thing we look at is kind of the sales and marketing acumen. It's like, what is it going to take to bring awareness to this product so that, it can become, something that the spa industry is aware of and wants to put to good use. So those, it isn't always kind of, a sexy product. Sometimes it's something, some of the best products we have are things, we brought on a product a couple of years ago that was just kind of an innovative way for women to hold their hair back while they're having a spa treatment. Not very sexy, but, something that spas need to have and that women are always looking kind of to make their lives easier.
Right.
We look for, robes and sandals and linens and all those kind of things that there's lots of them out there, but we look, they have to be durable. They have to, be able to withstand wear. They have to be able to be washed successfully, so we do wash testings on, our sheets and our towels and our robes and all that to make sure that they can stand the day-to-day wear that a spa puts them through.
Right. And is the focus when you're looking at those three aspects of a brand, it seems like Universal is in a position to sort of influence the consumer experience in the spa because of some of that selection. Are you looking at how the product can be used in services in the spa as well?
Yes. One of ours, it's interesting that you say that because one of our products that we've developed ourselves is a product called EcoFin, which is a paraffin alternative. Another thing about spas is that they're highly into sustainable products.
Mm-hmm.
They really care about the environment. They want the products to be pure. And so paraffin, which a lot of spas and nail salons still use, is none of that, right? It all ends up in landfills, and it's not biodegradable. So we've invented a product that is an alternative to that just is absorbed through the skin. And these are the kind of things that the world is changing, and the way people are looking at their minds and their bodies and their spirits and the planet we're just changing, and maybe not fast enough, but it's here and it's happening. So it's one of the things that we're very cognizant of. We have a full-time sustainability expert on our staff who looks at every product that's presented to us with regards to what the ingredients are and what the componentry is made of. And what is the ultimate end use? Even the boxes that we send out with our supplies in it. We constantly think through what else could they use these boxes for, so that they're just not ending up in a landfill somewhere.
And it just seems that because you've been doing it for so long, you've now developed sort of an organizational intelligence about what's important, not only to the practitioner providing the service, but also the consumer going into a spa and receiving those services as well.
Right.
Sort of becoming the undisputed authority in what the spa market can do and has the capacity to deliver as far as the experience to consumers. We are talking here with Brenda Elliott. She's the CEO of Universal Companies, and we're talking about the entire spa market and their participation in it. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will talk a little bit about how Universal Company is giving back as well. We'll stay with us, and we'll be right back.
Here's the thing about beauty. It's pretty. At AmericanMadeBeauty.com, we're all about the pretty, making it easy for you to find what makes your beauty shine. We have essentially everything you need, and AmericanMadeBeauty.com celebrates brands that were created right here in the U.S. of A. Imagine everything you need from the best hair, skin, and nail products to makeup and even the tools, because it's all about pretty at AmericanMadeBeauty.com. We also think you're pretty important, so visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com. Browse, buy, learn. AmericanMadeBeauty.com.
For all your live or pre-recorded webcasting needs, come to earthchannel.com. Get your web-based message out to a select group or the whole world. It's easy. A pioneer in webcasting, earthchannel.com provides the best products and services to big corporations and government users. And now this same technology is available to you. They have the best Earthcast encoders, servers, and products to meet your technical needs. But wait, don't want to mess with technical stress? No problem. They'll do it for you. EarthChannel.com is your answer. You can use webcasting for lots of things like advertising, marketing, customer support, training, and don't forget web radio and TV. In fact, you're listening to a live Earthcast right now. So come to EarthChannel.com. Actualize your audio or video webcasting needs today. You can't beat the friendly service or the price. Call earthchannel.com at 1-800-849-8978. That's 1-800-849-8978.
We're looking for a few good American beauty manufacturers who want to increase their brand in an exclusive credentialed category. If you're an American company who has conceived, designed, and bottled brands that are all about pretty, then we're pretty sure we're talking about you. And we're pretty sure you should be on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. This beauty website focuses on entrepreneurs and beauty startups as well as established brands. If it's pretty, we want to see it, and we want to sell it on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. To learn how you can be part of AmericanMadeBeauty.com, visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com now.
When you're looking for bedding, department store prices can shock you. Well, be shocked no more. Sell steak cheap, not cheap steak. That's the motto of Anna's Linens. Although they don't sell steak, they do sell the best bedding, bath, and home decor items. They strive to provide their merchandise at extreme value to their customers, and they do it. Great everyday prices on everything and military discounts. Plus, if you visit them online, they have clearance items and internet specials. Visit them online now at HealthyLife.net's advertiser page.
Radio your way. HealthyLife.net.
Welcome back. This is our segment we call Beauty That's Soul Deep. Here we would like to talk about how the beauty industry is giving back, because most of the companies we work with are doing some incredible things in the market. I'm Patty Smucker, and I'm here with Brenda Elliott, CEO of Universal Companies, the one-stop resource for spa and beauty professionals. Brenda, tell us a little bit about where are you guys headquartered?
So we're headquartered in a small town in southwestern Virginia. The name of the town is Abingdon, Virginia. There's a population of about 5,000, and we're seated right at the foot of the Smoky Mountains in Appalachia.
And so, by understanding that where they're located and 5,000 people in the community, how many people does Universal Companies employ?
We have about 120 total employees, of which about 110 are here in Virginia.
Okay.
And, it's kind of an interesting place for kind of the seat of spa to be located.
Right.
But, we bring people in from time to time, but we also do a lot of training for the people who come to us locally to be able to work at Universal.
And so why, as the business has grown, I mean, it's been a lot of years, why is the business there, and why is the focus to continue to grow the business there?
So Marty was from this area of the country, and she started the company here 30 years ago, and she's just very committed to the community and the ability of this community to provide more and better jobs for the people who, live and work here. I've been here 7 years. It's absolutely a beautiful, if you love mountains, this is the place to be. It's very scenic, and the people are great people. Our customer service people are better than any, bar none, I've ever worked with, and I think that's part of kind of the southern charm. But Marty has always been very dedicated to the community here. She works with schools, now that she's kind of stepped out of the business. She's committed to sustainability. She's committed to schools, and she works a lot within the community to try and help make it a better place to live and work.
Then I've had the opportunity to go back to your offices, and which, just a fabulous facility, and it's so interesting to see in a small area like this, to be able to see a very top-notch organization. I'm sure with regards to the community, there's all sorts of different ways in which you're impacting that by just being there. Are there other things that are going on where Universal has played a part by being part of that community?
Well, we do a lot. Our first effort is with breast cancer. Marty's mother died of breast cancer, and we work every year. We have an annual Pink Week in October where we raise money for breast cancer. And Marty was one of the original people to invent the pink glove.
Okay.
And we sell thousands of boxes of pink gloves, and we donate $1 from every box of the pink gloves. But once a year we have what we call Pink Week, and it's kind of a morale booster for us. We have competitions and tie-dye contests and all sorts of things where we raise money for the City of Hope. And we do other things. One that I thought was pretty interesting, we have here in Virginia, in Abingdon, the Barter Theater, which is the state live theater of Virginia. And we do some work with them. We had them come to us about a month ago, and they're doing a production in a couple of months that involves the beach, and they needed some help with tanning. So we sent our call center folks over and taught the makeup and the stage people over at the Barter how to do self-tanning and take care of the actors for the upcoming production.
That's great. And there's the other observation that I made in having the opportunity to work with your team is also the way you give back to your people. I was there just a few weeks ago, and you guys had a soup. Everybody brought soup. What was it? But it was a very, very catchy name that you guys did that day. What was it? Do you remember?
The Super Bowl.
Oh, the Super Bowl. That's right. And everybody brought, and there must have been 30 or 40 different soups, and everybody sort of gathered together in the cafeteria and mingled with one another and really build team. It seems like that's an important part of what you're doing in that community as well.
It is. It's very important for our company that people talk to each other. And again, I say people are the heart of spa, and we're no different because that's how good ideas travel. But plus, you know, in the world of spa, there are people who actually are massage therapists, cosmetologists, estheticians, and they don't necessarily have a huge knowledge of business. And then we bring in business people who don't necessarily have a huge knowledge of products and ingredients and all that. So we put together a lot of cultural things in the company to get folks to blend and work together, especially in situations that they aren't normally used to. And the Super Bowl was one of those. I always laugh because I'm always worried we're going to take out the electrical panel with the number of crock pots we have in here. And we have a very creative staff, too, and they, for whatever reason, love to cook. When we have company luncheons, they always say, can we just make something? And so we do a lot of that. And sometimes the winters in February here can get a little chilly, and so soup is a good way to get people out of their offices and, mingling with each other and talking about, who made the best soup.
Right, absolutely. Since you are in a smaller area and a lot of the staff is coming from that area, do you find that there is ever a need to do something as far as the staff in being able to connect with salon spa people from bigger, more metropolitan areas?
Yes, and that's one of the reasons we're so happy that we've opened the Wellness Center over in Southern California, is to get people more out of Abingdon and getting them out to talk to spas and people who work in spas, so that, they call us every day. We have, 600-700 people calling us a day from spas and telling us what's on their mind. But there's nothing as good as kind of sitting down with people face-to-face and listening and seeing what they're doing and going into spas. So, yeah, we have people, and we try as much as possible to get people. Obviously, we have some local spas around here, but to get them out in different areas of the country, because spa, like I said, is different everywhere you go. And we've actually even been sending people to the Global Wellness Summit, which is located in different areas of the world, and they're starting to learn about, different modalities from around the world, and, those kind of forms of healing that they can bring back to Universal. And, everything we see and learn kind of affects us in some way and gets manifested by the products and the things we put in the catalog and put on the website and the content we give to our customers.
Well, and you've just created a great culture where you've got people who are salt of the earth, interested in serving. It seems like they come with this real servant heart, which is really at a unique aspect of what makes, I think, Universal so special. So we're going to take our last break, and when we come back, we'll turn our attention a little bit to the future and what the wellness explosion is all about, and how Universal is playing a critical role in that. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Here's the thing about beauty. It's pretty. At AmericanMadeBeauty.com, we're all about the pretty, making it easy for you to find what makes your beauty shine. We have essentially everything you need, and AmericanMadeBeauty.com celebrates brands that were created right here in the U.S. of A. Imagine everything you need, from the best hair, skin, and nail products to makeup and even the tools, because it's all about pretty at AmericanMadeBeauty.com. We also think you're pretty important, so visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com. Browse, buy, learn. AmericanMadeBeauty.com.
When you're looking for bedding, department store prices can shock you. Well, be shocked no more. Sell steak cheap, not cheap state. That's the motto of Anna's Linens. Although they don't sell steak, they do sell the best bedding, bath, and home decor items. They strive to provide their merchandise at extreme value to their customers, and they do it. Great everyday prices on everything and military discounts. Plus, if you visit them online, they have clearance items and internet specials. Visit them online now at HealthyLife.net's advertiser page.
We're looking for a few good American beauty manufacturers who want to increase their brand in an exclusive credentialed category. If you're an American company who has conceived, designed, and bottled brands that are all about pretty, then we're pretty sure we're talking about you. And we're pretty sure you should be on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. This beauty website focuses on entrepreneurs and beauty startups as well as established brands. If it's pretty, we want to see it, and we want to sell it on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. To learn how you can be part of AmericanMadeBeauty.com, visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com now.
Oh, man, it never fails. My suitcase just got ripped apart.
Life is a journey. Make it a pleasant one. Use Samsonite. You know the name. For almost a century, Samsonite luggage has proved itself to be the worldwide leader in innovative travel solutions. Let it be yours. Visit HealthyLife.net's affiliate Samsonite on our homepage and click to look at the fine luggage from suitcases to golf travel bags. And don't forget, take a look at their travel accessories. Make life a journey, a pleasant one, with Samsonite.
HealthyLife.net, where positive overcomes negative.
You're listening to RadioAMB, where we share the secrets behind the beauty industry. Our program sponsor is Free Your Mane. You can find Free Your Mane online at freeyourmane, spelled MANE.com, or at Anthropology stores. I'm Patty Smucker, and we're here with Brenda Elliott, CEO of Universal Company, one of the largest curator of professional spa, beauty, and wellness products, equipment, and education. Brenda, what are the forces that are at work that are influencing the worlds of spa, beauty, and wellness at this time?
Well, the big trend that's here today, people have been talking about it forever, but it's really here, is the whole trend towards wellness. You know, all around the world, there's just a whole changing interest about the way we take care of ourselves, and not just our bodies, but our minds and our spirit, our society and the planet. Well, even financial well-being is a part of wellness these days.
Right.
And it's a $1.9 trillion business worldwide. And the thing that gets me so excited is that spa is going to be right at the center of it.
And in what way do you see the salon, the spa, playing such a critical part of that trend?
Well, spas are already providing wellness, even if they don't really realize it. You know, the image of the spa has always been kind of one of pampering, but spas are going to help us change the image of pampering from one of pampering to wellness by teaching people measurable health benefits and by incorporating wellness treatments into their menus, by bringing in wellness retail and by helping the population learn more about ingredients and sustainability, because these are the things that they're already experts at.
Right.
You know, and there's the fields of alternative medicine and healthy eating and nutrition, weight loss, preventive health. There's also medical tourism and wellness tourism, and of course beauty and anti-aging are all in it. And you know, spas are right in the center of all this, and it's a great place, you know, for all of these things to converge. And part of the things that we're so excited about is, you know, traditionally our mission has been to help spas, you know, build their business, and we think that wellness over the next, you know, 10 to 30 years is just going to be right at the heart of it.
Absolutely. Now, I think one of the things that I'm wondering is how you're helping the spa professional to teach their customers that spa services, having a massage once a month, or services that are part of sustaining their immune system, that these are not pampering things, that they are actually part of wellness sustainability.
Well, and I think people are starting to see this every day. They're seeing that conventional approaches are failing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're seeing, you know, the baby boomers, an increasingly older and unhealthy group, and we're seeing that our medical systems are just not working. And so, you know, people are more and more getting the message that they need to switch from reactivity, you know, trying to fix or treat a problem, to
right.
a more proactive and holistic approach, you know, to try and address and prevent the root cause before it becomes, you know, a reactive situation. And
right.
this is kind of what the wellness movement is all about.
Right. Yeah, definitely more of a proactive. So how do you see some changes? Have you seen spas beginning to actually change the way they're operating and delivering their service in response to these dynamics that are occurring?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, they're asking for better products. They're asking for cleaner ingredients. We've just recently changed the way we do retail, you know, retail that they can incorporate into services, you know. So we're seeing them ask for a lot more natural products, you know, teas and scrubs and things like that that are pure ingredients. But we're also seeing them ask for, you know, tools like massage tools and things that consumers can actually take home with them. You know, it used to be that, you know, people wanted, that the spas wanted people to come to the spas, you know, and not do anything at home. But now the whole mindset has changed to one where you need to take the spa home with you and come back to the spa for your treatment, but also work on wellness, you know, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, because it is kind of a proactive approach, and it's changing to a different type of lifestyle than what we've seen in the past.
And that's such a powerful message, Brenda, because I think that has been the old school mentality with the estheticians, as myself standing behind the chair and going into distribution, creating my own product line along the way. Many estheticians, many hairdressers, many beauty professionals, the first question they ask is, how can I have it as an exclusive, because I want the customer to come back to me. But the reality is that hour that consumer is getting the service done in the spa is maybe once a week, once a month, once every 6 weeks, and they have all those other hours that they're working on themselves at home. So we as an industry really serve consumers so much better when we're able to teach them how to take care of themselves in their own home spa. And
exactly.
You're doing it every day.
And that hour or 2 hours that they're spending with their client is an opportunity for them to impart, you know, tools and things that they can take home with them. And that will bring them back, because they look at them as a trusted advisor, not somebody they just see, you know, once a week, once a month.
Right, Right, exactly. Now, to help, it seems like you mentioned earlier about the idea that you've done an education center in Southern California. Is that part of your overall strategy to help give the spa professionals those tools to be a better educator for the consumer?
Yes, absolutely. Things are really changing, and spas and employees and therapists and spa directors and even owners, are looking for more information and looking for specific training on how to bring this whole wellness concept into the spa. And it's not like you can just flip a switch and say, okay, I've gone from, pampering to wellness. There's a lot to learn, and, we live in an age where the consumer has access to just tons of information. And so spas are trying to tap into all of that so that they can, change the way that they bring wellness to consumers within their particular spa. And again, it's going to be different for every spa because, how an owner perceives their spa and what their spa delivers can all be within the concept of wellness. But, it's just a huge movement that's all around us, and we want spas to be able to be at the forefront of it, and we want to help them get the tools and the information they need to move into this arena.
Well, I sense not only from your voice today, but having had the chance to work with your team, you guys are really excited about what's happening in the industry and what lies ahead. Isn't that true?
Oh, I couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be more excited because I had the opportunity a few months ago to go see one of my doctors, and, I was talking to him about spa, and I was talking to him about what I did and Universal. And, my doctor told me, he goes, we know nothing about spa. Mm-hmm. He goes, and if we knew more, we might be, likely to diagnose massage therapy rather than physical therapy.
Right.
We just don't have the knowledge of, and I think spas are a great place to bring medical and holistic together so that people are getting the best of both.
That's right.
And I think the world is changing enough so that this is a possibility today.
Great. Brenda, thanks for being with us. There's so much more for us to be able to talk about. I'm bummed that we've run out of time, but don't miss our the other parts of the series where we dive in on April 18th and May 2nd with some of the other executives at Universal and tell more of this incredible work they're doing. Brenda, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Well, that'll do it for us today. I will be away the next 2 weeks attending the Super Bowl of the beauty industry in Bologna, Italy. While I'm away, my partner and co-host Kevin Michelle will step in to cover some interesting earth-friendly brands, and I'll bring you a great interview with Kathy Kay of Wellness TV. Send your questions and comments to requests@AmericanMadeBeauty.com. I'm Patty Smucker. You're hearing this on HealthyLife.net.